Standard mountain bike wheels are flawed, and I think we can do better. This is my single speed Commencal hardtail that I've been loving, but I've already started to hear some nasty noises while pedaling, and I'm not sure why. But it doesn't matter. Today, I'm gonna build the strongest wheel ever. With the standard hubs, to make space for all the gears, your hub flange has to be super far offset towards the center. Then, when you lace up the wheel, the spokes create a scalene triangle. With this design, standard mountain bike wheels are pretty weak with side-to-side or lateral movements, and that means it'll wiggle around in turns and rock gardens. So on my Commencal hardtail, it's been converted to a single speed on a standard mountain bike hub using a whole bunch of spacers with a cog, creating all this unused dead space, and it's still a flawed, weak wheel. But this Paul Components single speed hub should be the solution to all my problems. It's a beautiful, inexpensive hub made in Chico, California, made for boost through axles, disc brakes, and best of all, it takes a freewheel. So with a dedicated single speed hub, there's only space for one gear. The hub flanges get to be substantially wider and perfectly symmetrical, so all spokes will be the same length, and they'll create a nice wide isosceles triangle. And when's the last time you heard those terms? But in order to build the strongest wheel ever, I need a strong rim. So I bought this, a DT Swiss EX511, paired with DT Swiss competition spokes. So, building a wheel from scratch. It's actually not that difficult, and it's very rewarding. All you need is a proper size spoke wrench, and that's technically it. I built plenty of wheels by hand using the frame with tape as my truing stand. But my dad bought me this really nice truing stand here, and after a year of having it, I've finally invested in a base. Why this $60 base doesn't come with a $200 stand? Well, that's Park Tool for you. And if you don't have something to prop this up, it doesn't actually stand. But I've also got a couple other little gizmos to make my life easier when it comes to the nipples, and I'll have a link in the description for all parts and tools seen in this video. But now, let's start this build, and I hope I have the correct length spokes. And just like that, we have ourselves a built wheel. And actually it wasn't even that difficult. I haven't even touched the truing stand yet. But did you notice anything? I officially have my own t-shirt, Saga MTB apparel. You can get yours for $20 plus shipping at sagamtb.com. And thank you so much to everyone who's ordered one so far. But now, let's tighten up these spokes and true up this wheel. Well, I just spent way more time than I wanted to. I was tightening down the spokes and the silver nipples just couldn't handle the tension. Either that or I didn't have the right size tool, but it felt right. And I just kept stripping out every single nipple. So I went back and undid all the nipples and installed 27 black ones and one gold one. I finally went back and upped my game and got a spoke tensometer, so I went around and checked every single spoke's tension and they all should be matching, and I have the straightest, truest wheel that I've ever made to date. And I just went and threw it on the scale, 980 grams, and that's super light for how strong, well, that I hope it is, but I'm not done yet. I have something special here, a White Industries freewheel. If you've been around bike riding for a while, you dreamed of having one of these as a kid. This is top tier, USA made freewheel. This does require a special tool to remove it, but all I have to do is screw it on here and then the chain and pedaling will tighten it for me. And that hurt without using the proper tool. But now it's time to put on some rim tape and some tires. These are specialized slaughter grid tires that were only $14 a piece. They kind of remind me of semi-slick tires with the small knobs in the middle and big knobs on the outside. And I'm really excited to try something out like this because here in Bentonville, and especially on these float trails, they're super hard packed. What do I need all the knobbies for? And just like that, the bike is complete and we are at the rail yard in Rogers, the town over from Bentonville. And this is a massive bike park and I've been dying to ride here. But did I do enough to this trail hardtail to make it good here? Or should I have just bought a dirt jumper? Let's go find out. All right, this bike is really fun, but I'm having a major issue. The dang chain keeps popping off. For the smaller stuff, this bike is okay, like carving turns, hitting the really steep lips, it's all right. But what really shines is the big stuff here. But the problem is, every time I go to take a pedal, the chain falls off. And that is just so sketchy. I almost lose the chain going up a lip right here. And I am not about to faceplant today. I'm too old for that stuff. So we still got a lot of work to do on this bike to make it good to go. This chain tensioner is definitely the weak link. And if you have any ideas of what I could do to make this bike better, single speed, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.